Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. K-pop has been on fire with scandals and shocking debates lately. From LUK's official apology for the explosive controversy of cropping Blackpink's Rosé out of a Paris Fashion Week photo, to BTS's JIMIN reigniting backlash with his cryptic livestream comments, and Katseye's Yoonchae sparking outrage over revealing styling as a minor, the drama has been non-stop. On top of that, wild conspiracy theories are now circling around NEWJEANS, making the situation even more intense. And that's just the beginning, because there's way more to get into today. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
Let's first talk about LUK's latest controversy involving Blackpink's Rosé, which has stirred massive backlash online. The fashion magazine recently found itself in hot water after cropping Rosé out of a group photo from the Yves Saint Laurent show at Paris Fashion Week. What was intended, according to the outlet, as a harmless adjustment for size, quickly escalated into a major international issue. After the incident, LUK faced immediate backlash from K-pop fans worldwide, who accused the publication of showing blatant disrespect toward Rosé. In response to the uproar, the magazine removed the original post and attempted to make amends by uploading a solo feature of the Blackpink star. Along with that, they issued an official apology via Instagram stories, where they stated, "We sincerely apologize for a recent post from Paris Fashion Week in which Rosé of Blackpink was cropped from a group photo for size. We did not mean to offend anyone." The post has been removed, and LUK remains committed to ensuring our future coverage represents the full spectrum of our audience we so greatly respect. While the statement may have been intended to put the issue to rest, it only seemed to ignite further outrage. Many fans felt the explanation was dismissive and failed to address the deeper implications of cropping out one of the most influential global K-pop stars. The phrase, "we did not mean to offend anyone," especially struck a nerve, with comments calling it empty and insincere. One netizen wrote, saying that they didn't mean to offend anyone is such BS. Seriously, the intention was crystal clear. Even more backlash came from the part of the apology that mentioned LUK's commitment to representing the full spectrum of their audience. Instead of reassuring readers, many Koreans felt this line came across as dismissive toward those who raised legitimate concerns. One particularly pointed comment read, I'm taken aback by this apology because it is dismissing the people who raised issues as overly dramatic marginal voices falling outside the spectrum of their audience." Now, despite LUK's quick attempt at damage control, the controversy has only deepened. The comments under their new solo Rosé post remain overwhelmingly critical, with fans insisting that the apology failed to acknowledge the seriousness of the issue. Some have even labeled the apology as still racist, showing just how negatively the explanation has been received. At this point, many are questioning whether the magazine underestimated just how closely fans pay attention to representation, especially when it comes to global icons like Rosé. Instead of moving past the situation, LAUK's apology seems to have only added fuel to the fire. But what do you think? Was this simply a careless mistake? Or does it reflect a deeper issue in how mainstream Western media chooses to represent K-pop idols? Moving on, TWICE's Jonghyun has unfortunately been announced to sit out of the group's upcoming concert in the Philippines, sparking concern among fans worldwide. TWICE are currently in the middle of part 1 of their This Is For World tour and are scheduled to perform in Bulacan on October 4th. However, on October 2nd, JYP Entertainment released an official statement confirming that Jonghyun would be unable to participate due to health reasons. The agency wrote, "Hello, this is JYP Entertainment. It is with deep regret that we inform you that TWICE member Jonghyun will be unable to participate in the TWICE World Tour in Bulacan concert due to health reasons. We sincerely apologize to all the fans who have been waiting for this concert and are truly sorry to deliver such disappointing news." After much careful consideration, this decision was made inevitably with the artist's health and recovery as our utmost priority. We kindly ask for your understanding. We are always grateful for the tremendous love and support you give to TWICE, and once again, we deeply apologize for the sadness and disappointment this may cause. Thank you. The announcement came as a heavy disappointment for onces, but many also acknowledged that Jonghyun's health must come first. Fans quickly recalled how the singer had previously taken a hiatus back in 2021 due to anxiety and a herniated disc, conditions that she has bravely pushed through to continue performing with the group. In fact, some fans have pointed out that the lingering pain from her injury has been noticeable on stage even in recent years, making the news of her needing to rest all the more understandable. Still, despite the sadness surrounding the announcement, Jonghyun personally reached out to reassure her fans. On a fan chatting platform, she shared a heartfelt message saying that that she was okay and apologizing for missing the concert. Many onces were relieved to hear directly from her and were quick to remind her that she did not owe anyone an apology. Instead, they showered her with messages of encouragement, wishing her a smooth recovery and letting her know that her well-being matters above all else. While her absence will no doubt be felt during the Bulacan show, the overwhelming response from fans has been one of love and support, proving just how deeply cherished Jonghyun is within the fandom. For now, everyone hopes she can focus on her health and return stronger when the time is right. What are your thoughts? Do you think Jonghyun should take more extended rest, or should she continue appearing on and off depending on her condition? Let's now talk about how BTS's JIMIN has once again found himself at the center of heated online debate following his most recent livestream. What was meant to be a casual moment of interaction with fans has instead reignited conversation surrounding his past relationship, leaving many netizens divided over the way he chose to address, or seemingly avoid, the subject. During the livestream, JIMIN shared a reflective thought that immediately caught attention. He said, "I'm living with the realization that being a good adult and living a good life aren't easy. I'm just pretending to be an adult." While the comment itself did not directly mention anything specific, many fans and netizens quickly linked it back to the resurfaced buzz around the infamous leaked elevator video with actress Song Da-eun. As some may recall, Big Hit previously confirmed that JIMIN had dated in the past, but clarified he was no longer in a relationship. Because of this, many interpreted JIMIN's vague remark as an indirect acknowledgement of the controversy, almost like a subtle nod without fully diving into details. However, instead of drawing sympathy, the moment ended up sparking backlash online. Discussions quickly spread across forums and social media, with many netizens labeling his tone as avoidant and accusing him of beating around the bush. Some argued that the comment came across as too vague and evasive, leaving more questions than answers. Others felt disappointed that rather than offering clarity, JIMIN's words seemed to sidestep the issue altogether. Comments across online communities painted a largely negative picture, with reactions ranging from frustration to outright criticism. Many users expressed that the statement lacked accountability, while others argued that it only served to prolong the controversy rather than put it to rest. Still, there are also fans who believe that the idol's words reflected genuine vulnerability. To them, JIMIN's statement showed the pressures of navigating adulthood under constant public scrutiny, where even private matters are magnified into scandals. These fans felt that his reflection wasn't about avoidance, but rather about expressing how difficult it is to balance personal growth, public expectations, and private struggles all at once. Either way, the incident has once again reignited debate over how much idols should or shouldn't reveal when it comes to personal matters. For JIMIN, what was likely meant as a heartfelt thought has become yet another flashpoint of discussion, leaving the community split between empathy and criticism. What do you think? Was JIMIN being avoidant? Or was he simply sharing a vulnerable reflection that fans and netizens may have read too deeply into? Let's now talk about how Katseye's Yoonchae has found herself at the center of heated discussion after her outfit in a new video sparked outrage online. When the group's track Gabriella was first released, its choreography was already criticized by some netizens as being too inappropriate for Yoonchae, who is still a minor. Recently, Katseye uploaded a new dance practice video for the song. While these behind-the-scenes clips are usually meant to highlight teamwork and performance skills, this one ended up generating even more backlash. Viewers noticed that all of the members were styled in very short shorts. Although Yoonchae's pair was slightly longer than the others, many still felt uncomfortable watching her perform certain moves in such a revealing outfit, especially given her age. The concern didn't stop there. Netizens also pointed out a troubling pattern, that HYBE seems to be gradually putting Yoonchae in more revealing clothing as she gets closer to turning 18. While shorts on their own may not always carry a meaning, many argued that within the context of K-pop choreography, heavy public attention, and Yoonchae's status as a minor, the styling was highly inappropriate. Online reactions showed just how divided the community is. One viral comment read, "If I say what I want to say, I will be called too woke. But I'm gonna say it anyways. They should have never put a minor in this group, and if they wanted to put her in it so bad, they could have at least waited till she became an adult to start with the sexy concept." Odd. This sentiment was echoed by many others, who felt that debuting a minor in a group with such concepts was a misstep from the start. Most netizens sided with protecting Yoonchae, expressing discomfort and disappointment at the way she was being styled. They highlighted how she has, at times, looked visibly uneasy in similar outfits during past stages, reinforcing concerns that she is being pushed into concepts she is not ready for. Still, there were some fans who defended the group and its management. Their main argument was that Katseye was created with a more Western audience in mind, where styling like shorts and crop tops is often considered normal stage wear. However, critics strongly pushed back against this reasoning, reasoning, insisting that using Western audience as an excuse does not justify placing a minor in revealing clothing. To them, it only further emphasizes how cultural differences are being used as a shield for what they see as exploitation. The discussion has since spread widely across Korean and international forums, with fans and casual viewers alike questioning how much responsibility lies with the company and whether Yoonchae is being adequately protected. At the heart of the debate is a simple question: should underage idols be placed in concepts and outfits that many find overly revealing, or is this just an overreaction from fans? What are your thoughts on this situation? Let's now talk about how SM Entertainment has once again taken firm legal steps to protect its artists from malicious online activity. On October 3rd KST, the company officially announced via its reporting platform, Kwangya 1119, that it has filed over 200 new criminal complaints against individuals accused of spreading harmful content online. For those unfamiliar, Kwangya 1119 is SM Entertainment's dedicated system, where fans can directly report malicious activity against artists. This includes not only hateful comments, but also more serious offenses like false rumor circulation, defamation, sexual harassment, the creation of deepfakes, and repeated insults. Evidence submitted by fans is combined with data gathered through SM's own monitoring system, ensuring that no case is overlooked. SM emphasized its strong stance in its announcement, stating, "Any activity which inflicts physical and mental damages on the artists may be classified as illegal and subject to civil and criminal punishment. Please take caution if you do not wish to be embroiled in unfavorable situations." This is not the first time SM has pursued such measures, but the scale, over 200 cases at once, shows just how seriously the company is treating this ongoing issue. It reflects a growing trend across K-pop agencies, as more companies are stepping up legal protections for idols in response to the increasing prevalence of online harassment and cyberbullying. SM Entertainment, home to some of the biggest acts in the industry including Boa, TVXQ, Super Junior, Girls' Generation, SHINee, EXO, Red Velvet, NCT, Wavy, aespa, Rise, and more, is making it clear that malicious activity will not be tolerated. Fans have responded positively to the news, expressing relief that the company is not only listening to their reports, but also actively taking action. Many hope this will discourage malicious commenters and rumor spreaders, creating a safer and healthier online space for both idols and their fans. What do you think? Will these legal actions actually deter malicious netizens, or will this be an ongoing battle that companies will have to keep fighting? Let's now talk about how ATEEZ's HONGJOONG recently opened up about being too strict with his members during their early days, even admitting that his leadership once drove some of them to tears. On the October 2nd episode of Yoonghwa's LP Room 2, HONGJOONG appeared as a guest and shared personal reflections about his journey as a leader. Early in the interview, he revealed that he grew up listening to CN Blue in middle school, which left host Yoonghwa both flattered and surprised. But the most striking part of their conversation came when HONGJOONG talked about the challenges of leading ATEEZ from debut. He admitted that, like Yoonghwa, he was sometimes too strict with his group, explaining, "I used to tell the members, never sit down during a concert, but there are those moments when you have to sit down because of the stage transitions. One time, one of the members sat down when the lights went out and then got up a little late. That bothered me, so after the stage I told them, I thought we agreed not to sit down." But things reached a breaking point before ATEEZ's third mini-album promotions. HONGJOONG recalled a moment when Seonghwa, his roommate at the time, told him the members wanted to talk. He entered the room to find them all gathered with serious expressions. When he asked what was wrong, they confessed, "We feel like we're suffocating." One member even broke down in tears, telling him, "Hyung, it's too much. I can't go on like this. You need to let us breathe." That emotional moment struck HONGJOONG deeply, and he realized how overwhelming his leadership had become. He shared that he apologized immediately and promised to change. "From the very next day, I started acting differently, purposely doing things or saying things that I used to tell the members not to do. I wanted to show them I was serious about changing." Fans have praised HONGJOONG for being so honest and reflective, pointing out that it takes a lot of maturity to admit past mistakes and publicly acknowledge moments of weakness. Many also admired the trust within ATEEZ, where members felt safe enough to voice their struggles and ultimately grow stronger as a team. What do you think? Does this story show the pressure leaders face in K-pop, or is it a valuable example of how communication and growth can strengthen a group's bond? Finally, let's talk about a rather wild conspiracy that's been making the rounds online, one that centers on NewJeans and Hani in particular. According to this theory, anyone publicly seen supporting or interacting with NewJeans somehow ends up facing a downfall or being revealed as problematic. Of course, this is just a conspiracy, but netizens claim that more and more examples keep piling up, fueling the narrative. This all began with the controversy surrounding Jung In-seop, president of Hanwha Ocean's Geoje shipyard. During a parliamentary hearing about worker deaths at Hanwha shipyard, Afterwards, Jung was photographed smiling for a selfie with Hani, who was seated behind him. The photo quickly went viral, sparking outrage because Jung was attending the hearing as a witness in a case involving multiple fatal workplace accidents. Many criticized his behavior as insensitive and inappropriate given the seriousness of the event. Hanwha Ocean issued an official apology, expressing regret for his actions and apologizing to the public, the National Assembly, and the families of the victims. Lawmakers condemned Jung's conduct, questioning how he could be so casual during such a critical hearing. Another example cited by conspiracy theorists involves Danielle and Hani taking a photo with a YouTuber known as Tally Talkie, who had publicly supported NewJeans. Once fans discovered this connection, it triggered another controversy. Tally Talkie is a divisive figure in K-pop fandom circles, accused of leading online hate campaigns against groups like BTS, Elle, Seraphim, and Elle, all under the HYBE label, and spreading accusations of plagiarism and defamation. Her strong connection to NewJeans has long been a source of debate, and many believe it added fuel to this theory. Now, a third incident has caught attention. Min-hee Choi, a lawmaker who last year filmed and later met Hani during a parliamentary audit she was not part of, is facing a police complaint for abuse of power, coercion, and obstruction of business. With each new development, netizens are jokingly, or not so jokingly, suggesting that anyone close to NewJeans is inevitably exposed or embroiled in scandal. Still, others believe this is all simply coincidence. Given the circles NewJeans often find themselves in, from politicians to major corporate figures, it's inevitable that controversies arise. But to some, these repeated instances paint a larger, more suspicious picture about who NewJeans might be associated with. Once again, this is only a conspiracy being circulated online, not a confirmed truth, but it has sparked plenty of conversation and speculation across K-pop communities. What are your thoughts? Harmless coincidence, or is there really something strange going on around NewJeans? Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're always up to date. I'll catch you in the next video.
Like in the future.